Well, it's in a growing stage. When I was hired in 1961, I was the 8th employee, and now I guess they have over 500. But the organization has grown in many ways. But it was very interesting in those early days because with the limited staff, you learn to do everything.
NACDA in its early days was purely an association of athletic directors, and most of the athletic directors would always go to the NCAA convention until the presidents took over the running of college athletics. And now all the athletic directors go to NACDA's convention. So it's become the convention of college athletics.
The NCAA was in the process of developing what was known as the college division, which were for some of the smaller institutions, and creating more opportunities for championships. And Mike came in as the supervisor of the overall championship events. He had a good reputation in Kansas City as running the professional basketball team. Also, he'd worked for the NAIA, where he gained a great experience in administering championships. Also, Mike had a great sense of humor and just was an enjoyable guy to be around, so he was a great addition.
Mike was one of the early employees of the NCAA, and when NACDA started, he went out, when NACDA got started, he went out to form it. He actually was involved with the Cleveland Pipers and the Old American Basketball Association. Mike Cleary will go down in history as one, in my opinion, one of the very vital members of what helped create today what we see as college athletics.
Well, I remember that quite distinctly, that Walter was quite apprehensive when a group of athletic directors met with him. Jim Corbett was there, Dick Larkins from Ohio State, Al Twitchell from Rutgers, I think Bob Bronson from San Jose State, maybe one or two others. And Walter was concerned that the athletic directors were going to organize to become a political force within the NCAA. And after the meeting, he talked to me about it. I don't think that they completely satisfied his concerns, but they stressed the fact that they wanted to form an organization that would help promote college athletics and also help develop the industry with good administrators, athletic directors who could learn from each other and teach young people who wanted to get into the business. I think that college athletics administration has become more complex. There's a lot more things to do than it was 50 years ago, that's for sure. And what NACDA has done is served as a training ground for young administrators who want to make a profession in the business, and also provides a good opportunity to exchange ideas and keep current on the trends in college athletics. It's certainly served its purpose.
NACDA has become the association that marketing directors, financial directors, sports information directors, they all have now their own associations within NACDA. And it has become the real place that if you want to get anything done, learn anything about college athletics, you need to do it through NACDA.
Well, I don't know what role college athletics will have in the next 50 years. The way things are going, I don't think you can tell what's going to happen next year with all the litigation and everything. But the fact is that NACDA has produced a number of outstanding directors of athletics, and I think they will be well versed to meet the challenges, whatever they may be. Mike and I were at the College World Series in Omaha when they had torrential rains which caused flooding. And as a result, the College World Series lasted 3 weeks because, if you can believe it, we had no tarp to cover the infield at that time. Now this is back in the early 60s. So we burned the base paths, did everything we could do to keep the conditions dry so that we could play baseball. Well, Walter was concerned what we were doing up there, and he called and he said, what are you guys doing up there? When are you going to come back to Kansas City? And Cleary said, don't you know, Walter? He said, we have rain. He said, it's flooding. He said, we've even had 5 people drown. He said, we should be getting hazardous duty pay rather than coming back to Kansas City.
Mike Cleary is a lot of people don't realize the role Mike Cleary played in the formation and the foundation of what today is modern day college athletics. And he did it quietly and such class and style, and NACDA today, with all of the divisions, all of its seminars, all of its teaching tools, what it gives to college students, what it gives to interns, the ability that people have to go to work with NACDA and then go out and become very vital in the role of college athletics. NACDA is, in my opinion, the total nerve center of the operation today of college athletics.